is going on, air signs? Welcome back to the channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazi, your favorite Kelly reader. This is going to be just a week ahead reading. What do you need to know the most right now from Spirit? So as always, my readings are timeless unless otherwise specified. So this is for the week ahead from whenever you see this video. Okay, I am obviously recording this in the middle of the week, so you know it's not going to be like from Sunday to Sunday type of thing. It's just kind of like whenever you see it a week from then. Okay, so what I'm going to do though is I'm going to get one theme card for the collective element, and then for each sign give you a tarot card for how that particular theme is playing out in your sign for whatever placement you're watching it for. Okay, so let's get into this for my air signs: Gemini, Libras, Aquarius. All right, so what do they need to know the most this week, Most High, for their signs? What do they need to know the most? What's the theme for them this week? Oh, okay, so at the bottom we have change. Okay, so some of you may be already feeling this. If you haven't yet, obviously change is the only constant, so things, it feels like, are shifting for you guys, and that makes sense with what came out. We have grounding and detach. Okay, so I am going to read the bottoms of, read what the cards are, but it feels like some of you, this could be about planting roots. Some of you may be moving, and it feels like this is kind of like an energy of grounding yourself, like doing your best to be as present as possible, to observe, not absorb, especially if it's like something negative or difficult or emotional. Do your best to stay grounded, to be, like I said, present, but more observative, meaning you're able to look at it from a third person's perspective, meaning kind of like detach yourself. That's what this feels like, is detaching yourself from the situation. Okay, that'll help, especially too if there is any decisions that you're gonna end up having to make, or having to step into like a role in some type of way, like stepping up in some type of way that maybe you're not used to doing. It'll better serve you and serve that purpose by being able to, not panic, right? Stay grounded and detach emotionally, not let your emotions drive you or make decisions for you, whatever this is. Okay, so grounding says you're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head, and it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy the centering feeling this brings. Okay, so some of you, this could just be simply overthinking something. Okay, overthinking, like, I don't know what's next, I don't know, what's after this. And that could be for some of you what this detaching is about, detaching from the overthinking that some of you are doing. Things are changing. Yes, change is the only constant, but I feel like some of you may be too worried about or concerned about maybe not being prepared for it, or what this change exactly is, and can I handle it, am I ready for it, type of that, that type of energy. And for some of you, it's really, Spirit is wanting you to just be present and not think too far out into the future, or think too much into what you don't even see yet. That's how we create problems for ourselves, right, without even realizing it, because we think too much into all the things that could go wrong, instead of shifting to how might this really actually go really, really well. How can this maybe, how could this possibly be the best thing for me? You know what I'm saying? Allow yourself to shift out of the what can go wrong and maybe more into what can go right. Okay, so you're being asked to detach from something you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out, and let go of your attachment to it. Okay, so for some of you too, this is also about your manifestations. When we're manifesting, when we're trying to call things in or align things to us, we're focused too much on it. It creates blockages, basically. Anything you hold on too tightly to will essentially kill it, right? That's just like if you put a rubber band on your finger and you tie it too tightly, right? It'll eventually cut off the circulation, and if it stays on there too long, you lose the whole damn finger, right? So it's that goes with anything though. We have to give it room, the ebb and flow, to flow as it needs to. Okay, so Aquarius, let's start with Aquarius. How's this well Knight of Cups just kind of flew out. I'm not going to take it though because I didn't even start shuffling yet. But Knight of Cups, for some of you, this could maybe be someone that you're dating, or something that you really, really want. Some of you, this is something tied to your heart's desires that you're really, really wanting to happen. Something that means really like a lot to you. Spirit is asking you to, you know, just be more present and kind of like let it go, let it come in. Okay. It's kind of like if you order a package on Amazon, we don't call Amazon over and over and over again multiple times to see, have you shipped it yet? Are you here yet? Are you here yet? You know what I'm saying? We give them space and grace to do their job, and we trust that they'll bring our package, right? We have to, so I just encourage those of you, you know, to try your best to use that analogy, right? Four Swords, to your best, you know, to the best of your ability, and apply that wherever this might be talking about for you. Okay. So Spirit for Aquarius, what is this? What is this? Oh, I keep trying to shuffle and these cards just keep falling out. Okay. So this is, for some of you, this is wish fulfillment. This is something that is trying to come into. Things are changing for you, Aquarius, but some of you, it's just a matter of, some of you are so excited about it. You want it so bad where it's pushing it off. It's making it take longer than it needs to because you're so just like, I want it, I want it, I want it. You know what I'm saying? So start allowing yourself to more vibrate in the feeling of like, oh, I can't believe it came. I actually have it. It's actually here for me now. Yes, it feels so good to have it. Start playing with that energy, okay? And that's what's gonna let it flow. And the next thing you know, it's gonna be here, okay? All right, so for Aquarius, what is this grounding and detach about? For Aquarius, please. So we have the Princess of Pentacles, okay? Some of you, this is a new job, a new opportunity, something you've been waiting for. For some of you, this is a new stream of income. Some of you that you've been waiting to hear back from like a position or a job, maybe an interview you've had or taken, you know, something like that. Some of you, this, even if it's like business wise, it could be like a brand deal, right? You're waiting to hear back from, you know, the people, right? Some of you, what you can do though while you're waiting is do your best to learn as much as you can about whatever this is that you're waiting for, okay? Like say, for example, if it's money, learn more about how can I invest this? When this money comes in, when it hits my account, where is the first place that I can invest that will make the most difference, that will, you know, yield the best results, right? That'll be a great return on my investment, you know? Do things like that to, you know, occupy your mind and help you detach from waiting for it to actually come to you, okay? Let's get one more for Aquarius. What is grounding and detach about for Aquarius, please? I think my fan is trying to flip cards here too. So we have the Prince of Wands. That's the Knight of Wands, okay? So I feel like for some of you, this is like you're anxious about wanting to like pursue something. Some of you are like ready, like fucking ready. But I feel like some of you, it's like maybe there's a little bit more you need to learn about it before you pursue it, before it's maybe in alignment for you to take action on it, okay? But yeah, this feels like I said, for some of you, this still feels like some type of money opportunity, okay? Some opportunity to make money, to generate like a stream of income. This could be, like I said, a new job, some type of offer, some type of, you know, project that some of you are starting. It could be a business, okay? So, you know, maybe detach from the outcome and just start taking action where you can, where you're guided to, okay? And that will help you, you know, it'll help you get to where you're trying to go. It'll help it like align better, okay? So we have the Five of Cups at the bottom here. Some of you, this is about, you know, allowing yourself to release what didn't work before. Some of you, whatever that is that Spirit is saying detach from, for some of you, that is what this is. Some of you, this is taking longer than it needs to, or it's taking its time coming in because some of you are still holding on to what didn't work before. And that could be in itself what's creating resistance here, because this is at the bottom of the deck. So this is energy you don't even see. For some of you, you're not even aware that your thoughts of this isn't like, I've done this before, or it didn't work last time, why would it work this time? It's like some of you are really letting past experiences hinder your current progress, and you're really being guided to not do that, okay? So Aquarius, that's what I have for you. Let's do Gemini. I drink my minty chlorophyll. My minty chlorophyll. Okay. Gemini. What is this grounding and detach for Gemini, please? Oh. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Some of you, this has to do with resources. Maybe you're waiting for resources. For some of you, your resources are changing. This could have to definitely do with a connection, a partnership of some sort. Okay. Some of you are maybe going through a breakup, and some of you are maybe needing, it's like, some of you are going through like a breakup of some sort. Okay. 9 of Swords. Something is stressing you the fuck out. Some of you, it's like maybe splitting resources or something. Something is changing within maybe a dynamic with maybe in a home, maybe how you're making money. Some of you, that you may have been dependent on like getting resources from your partner. Okay. And some of you, it's like it's causing more stress than what it's worth. And so Spirit is saying here to be more present and detach, using what you have to make more. Okay. Kind of like making what you have stretch, because what you don't see, okay, is a new opportunity, a brand new start, something that really has the potential to go all the way, to make, you know, to make you more, to replace maybe whatever it is that some of you are feeling like you're losing. Okay. So some of you are really being asked to detach from maybe a way of living that some of you have been maybe adopted, you know, kind of like gotten comfortable with. It's like detaching from that, detaching from the material. You know, some of you are kind of like, I don't want to throw that away, or I don't want to, you know, let that go type of thing, not realizing that that's creating resistance, creating blockages. It's basically keeping new opportunities from coming to you. It's keeping them at bay. So allowing yourself to detach from maybe this connection. For some of you, it's an actual connection, but others of you, this is the resources that maybe come, that you're receiving through this other person. Okay, that you're really just needing to have your own, make your own money. Some of you are like kind of like being taken care of. Some of you may be in your soft girl era, but it's creating more stress than it's worth. And so some of you are really being asked to detach from maybe needing this person to take care of you or do things for you, because what's on the other side of that, what you don't see, is a brand new opportunity to maybe make money for yourself, to be in a space where you're more at peace, you're more at ease, you're more relaxed. Okay, where it's like you're not gonna have to worry, because you're now making your own money. You're not having to depend on somebody else, or them, you know, deciding that if you don't do something that you don't want, like if you don't do something that they want you to do, that you don't want to do, you don't have to worry about them holding money back from you, or, you know, denying you of certain resources based on control. Okay, if that makes sense. So at the bottom we have change. Ooh, look at that. Under that, receive. And you know what's funny is underneath receive is healing, and this is also a healing card. Okay, so some of you, this definitely has to do with maybe healing your feminine wounds. Some of you, this is a feminine wound, and I say that because that is what this energy is here, this receiving energy and this Queen of Pentacles. Some of you have maybe a mother wound around receiving. Some of you may have had a mother or a mother figure that made you feel guilty about receiving things, or made you feel like bad about receiving help or helping you. Maybe they didn't help you at all. And so some of you, maybe there's some type of mother wound here, because your receiving side is your feminine side. Okay, that's why I say mother wound. So some of you have a hard time maybe asking for help or receiving help. Okay, that's what this feels like too, is it's showing you where there's some healing that needs to be done. So some of you, this could be a connection to maybe a mother figure, or to someone that provides a lot of resources for you, but some of you, you know, have a hard time asking for help or receiving the help, because there's still healing needs to be done around maybe some guilt or shame that you maybe have taken on as a child, or maybe have kind of like got projected onto you as a child, or just even if not as a kid, but sometime in the past, that's still present. It's still playing out now. So change says you're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. So like I said, this definitely, that change feels like older version of you or a projected version of you that really doesn't align. It was never yours. Some of you have been operating from a ideology or a standpoint that was never even yours, like a mindset, a belief that was never even yours to begin with. It was projected onto you, or you adopted it from your parents, or by whoever this feminine, maybe a feminine figure is from your past. Okay, so it's about letting go, the things that are stressing you out, whatever is plaguing your mind, Gemini. It's about letting that go, detaching from that emotionally, and that will, support you in letting it go completely. It'll help all that anxiety that some of you have been feeling about this, it'll all dissipate. But you have to first detach emotionally, because once you take that last element out, everything else, it can't live anymore. Okay. So, Gemini, this is what I have for you. I hope that was helpful. And last but never least, Libra. Let's see what this grounding and detach is for you for the week ahead. If you guys like this style of reading, I would really appreciate some feedback on it. Let me know if I should keep doing it like this, where they're not super crazy long, but you can always I timestamp them, so it'll be easy to, find your sign. And if you have more than one sign in that same video, then you can obviously watch all of them. We are technically all the signs, so don't let the whole sign thing stop you from watching a message that if you feel drawn to, you might have a message there, in another sign for yourself as well. So for Libra, what is this grounding and detach for Libra, please? And then after I'm done, at the end, I'm going to do a collective air sign card of advice. So collective advice for the air signs. But Libra, what is, okay. Chariot. Okay, so some of you're dealing with a Cancer, Libra. That could be someone that you're needing to detach yourself from, kind of move on from. Others of you, this is like whatever is changing, something's major is maybe changing in your life. And ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, Libra. Some of you, this is like getting in alignment. Some of you are detaching from things, or being asked to detach from things, people, situations, connections that no longer serve your highest and greatest good, because you're coming into alignment with, it feels like a fuck ton of abundance. Okay, a fuck ton of money for some of you. Or just simply being in alignment with, what you're about to do, or the life you're about to live for a very long time going forward. Some of you have maybe just shifted onto, or you're in the process of shifting onto, it feels like a much higher and divinely aligned timeline. And so it's important for you to be able to be present and detach emotionally from maybe those that cannot come with you at this time. Okay, that feels really deep and specific, but if you know, if it's for you, then it's yours. So let's see. And if it's not, please leave it for those that it's meant for. Yeah, the Fool. Y'all have a brand new start coming. Feels like for some of you Libras, you've manifested. This is what you've manifested with the Magician here at the bottom. You've manifested yourself a whole brand new life. Okay, and that is what it feels like. Some of you are really being asked to, allow yourself to align, to come into alignment, to allow your head and heart to be on the same page. Okay, be present. And that's how you get in alignment, is by being present, not focusing too far in the future, and definitely not in the fucking past. That is how you are in the present moment, and everybody's on the same page, meaning your light and your dark are on the same page, your feminine, masculine, however you want to, depict that, are on the same page, and you guys are moving forward victoriously. Okay. Some of you, this could be like a brand new start that's coming for you. This could be a new opportunity that's showing up for you, and it may require you to kind of like just get in your car and go type of thing. Okay. It's like these things happen in the craziest ways sometimes. Okay. But, if it's presenting itself to you in that way, it's like trusting that it's happening exactly how it needs to, and you don't need to be afraid. Okay. Some of you that could be what you're actually, part of what you're being asked to detach from is the fear of this, the way it's happening is maybe not normal, right? Or so-called normal. It's not societal standards. And so it may be throwing you off. It may be feeling like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that's what makes it so fucking unique. That's part of the adventure in itself, is by it happening in such a way that is kind of like, I ain't never heard of nobody this, like, who does that? We do. We do. So this is really beautiful energy though, Libra. You guys have a brand new beginning. Some of you may be getting a brand new car. That could also be what's happening here, is that you're coming into a lot of money, or into, just like I said, a new timeline or a period of life where not only are you, you know, having like coming into a whole brand new life, maybe a whole brand new way of being, but you're also, you know, the things you're experiencing within that, like I said, a new car for some of you, a new home for others of you, fucking family, all those things. It's all in culmination of this brand new life, of this brand new timeline that some of you are coming into. And that it's just it just feels like a really beautiful place to be. And it's something, like I said, you've manifested. And some of you, again, you all have new love coming as well. Some of you are meeting like the love of your life, or the person that you're going to have and start a legacy with, have a family with, create this whole brand new life with. Okay. And some of you are really being asked to just be present and detach from that. Some of you can feel, I feel like, how close it really is. And that's why for some of you, you're being asked to detach from it, because you feel how close it is. It's making it difficult for you to just be like, oh, okay, it'll come when it's supposed to, whatever. It's kind of like making it hard for you to just kind of let it go until it arrives, right? But this is what you don't see. Some of you are going to meet this person, this lover's energy. Some of you are going to meet this person when you're out traveling. Okay. We have the world here, the moon, the lovers, and the magician, all back to fucking back. Those are 4 major arcanas. 4s represent stability, represents family, foundation, safety, security. Okay. I'm just saying. So some of you are coming into a timeline, Libra, where you're not only going to be very, very prosperous, but also very safe, secure, and stable. Okay. And that is a beautiful fucking place to be. So I'm excited for you. I really am. For those who that resonates with, I like, hey, I fucks with it. So Libra, that's what I have for you. Let's get a overall message of advice for the air signs. Okay. As I'm shuffling the fates. Okay. So Libra, things are happening exactly how it's supposed to. Okay. Fated events. That means divine timing is at play. Okay. Karmic wheel is turning in your favor. You just gotta let it flow. Let it come when it's supposed to. So advice for air signs. Closing messages of advice for the air signs, please. Advice for the air signs. So we have card 13, fork in the road. Okay, so some of you, it's like you got to make a decision. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Chapo? Anything else for the air signs? Chop wood. So some of you, it's like about making a decision and putting in the work. You know, making the choice, deciding what you're going to do, and start putting in the effort towards that. Time for a nap. Okay. Allow yourself to rest, sleep on it if you need to, but take a break, you know. Anything else? Any other advice for the air signs? Not for you. Okay. So some of you know exactly what this is, with chaos and conflict at the bottom. Okay. This is, you know, making a decision to leave things behind that you know are not for you, okay? And focusing on the work that needs to be done, you know, whatever it is that needs to be done to support you in detaching from that. If it's like, say, for example, you know that a person, a particular individual is not for you. And so that means that, you know, making the decision, okay, I know that this isn't meant for me anymore. So let me now put in the work to move my stuff, to look, research where I'm going to go, how much it's going to be for me to get there, all the, you know, start putting in that work to, you know, make that move. Okay. Before chaos and conflict really ensue on the situation. Okay. And like I said, do your best to stay present and detach emotionally. Okay. Because once you take your emotions out of it, everything else flows so much easier beyond that, especially when it comes to things that you're having to release and let go of. Okay. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope it was helpful. If you did enjoy this video, if you do enjoy this style of reading, please let me know. Drop me a comment, okay? Consider subscribing, liking, all the good stuff. Until next time, you guys. Allie.